Okay, lesson 11.3, find unknown sides and lengths. Okay, we are going to start with our story problem. We are going to be continuing with perimeter today. We're finding the distance all the way around a figure. So if I add up my distance all the way around, that is how I find my perimeter. All right, so our first story problem says, Chen has 27 feet of fencing to put around his garden. He has already used the lengths of fencing shown. How much fencing does he have left for the last side? All right, so as always, I want you to circle your numbers and underline your question. So you would circle 27 feet. And then my question is, how much fencing does he have left for the last side? All right, so on the right here, they drew a figure for you, and they went ahead and started putting the numbers all the way around, and they found our perimeter or distance all the way around is 27. So remember that a letter is a variable or a missing number, and in this case, a missing side, okay? So we are going to take our sides here and we are going to add them up and we are going to subtract it by the perimeter that they gave us to find our missing sides. All right, so they started with this side here, which is 5 feet, and they're going around the figure, so the next side would be 3 feet, okay? We have 7 feet here. So we are going to fill in our box with 7 feet. Oops, screen went. Okay, back here. So 7 feet. And then our next side is 4 feet. And then we have our unknown side, which is our variable n. Okay, so they are telling us that our perimeter or distance all the way around is 27. So from here all the way around should be 27 feet. So to find our unknown side, we are going to be adding up the lengths or the sides that we do have and then subtracting them by our perimeter to find our unknown length or side. Okay, so down below they drew a bar here to show which numbers to add, and then we are going to be subtracting it by our total distance. All right, so 5 plus 3 plus 7 plus 4 more would be 19. So go ahead and write 19 down below. Okay, so now I'm going to take my perimeter, my total distance all the way around, and I am going to subtract it by my distances that I do have, which is 19. After I subtract them, that will show you or show us what our missing length would be. Okay? All right, so n is equal to, or missing side is equal to our total distance, or perimeter of 27 minus 19. 19 is your distances from here to here, so our sides that I do have added up is 19, and I'll subtract them here, okay? All right, so showing our work here, 27 minus 19, okay? Okay, so I will give you a second to go ahead and subtract those numbers, and then you will write your answer here. Okay, so you can go ahead and pause the video and go ahead and solve, and we will compare answers. All right, so taking 27 minus 19, you should have got an answer of 8. Goofy 8 there. Okay, so my unknown length or my unknown side would be 8 feet. So if I would go ahead and write up here 8, now I have the distance all the way around. So if I was to go back and to check this to make sure that I am correct, I would add up my sides all the way around, and I should have gotten my perimeter, which is 27. Okay? All right, so down below, the same thing. We have a new figure, and this time they didn't fill in any of the numbers for us, so we will be filling in our equation as well as finding the length of the unknown side. Okay? All right, so we are going to fill in the numbers that we do have. So we are going to start here, and we are going to go all the way around our figure until we get to our missing side. Okay? All right, so up above it tells us that our perimeter is 24 meters. So our perimeter is the length or the sides all the way around. So the distance all the way around is 24 meters. So we're going to go ahead and fill in our answer. We already know our perimeter is 24. But we have to find our unknown side. So we're going to start here and go all the way around. Okay? All right, so our first length that we have is 6 meters. Our next one is 2 meters. Okay, this side that we have here is 7 meters. Okay, this length here is 5. And then this one that we have here is 1 meter. Okay, so to find the distance that we have so far all the way around, we would add up 6 plus 2 plus 7 plus 5 plus 1. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a second to go ahead and add those numbers up. So I'm going to, or I would like you to pause the video and go ahead and add up those numbers, and then we will compare answers. Okay, so if you added up your sides from here all the way around until you get into your unknown side, you should have gotten a distance of 21 meters. So we are going to write 21 here. That would be our distance from here on a rectangle all the way around to here. Okay? All right, so to find our unknown side, we are going to take our perimeter, or distance all the way around, which is 24 meters, and we are going to subtract it from the distance that we know, or the distance that we have. Okay? So I am going to follow my model here, and it's telling me that to put my big number, or my perimeter, first. So 24 is our perimeter, or distance all the way around, and I'm going to subtract it by the sides that I already do have. So 21 was our distance so far without our unknown side. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, and I would like you to pause the video and go ahead and subtract 24, or your distance all the way around, and subtract it by 21, or the distance that we have so far. Okay, so if you were to subtract them, they wrote our equation backwards here. So it would be 24 minus 21, which is 3. Okay, so then our unknown length, or unknown side, would be 3 meters. Okay, so I'll go back and I'll write 3 meters here. So to check our answer, we would go all the way around our figure, and we would make sure that it was equal to 24. So the distance from here all the way around would be 24 meters. Okay? All right, we will go on to our next page. All right, so the next page is similar. We are going to have a figure again, and we are going to be finding the unknown side. So this time we have our width. We are looking for our length. Okay? All right, so the story problem says Lauren has a rectangular blanket. The perimeter, or the distance all the way around, is 28 feet. Okay? The width is 5, so the distance from here to here is 5. And same up here, the distance from here to here is 5 as well. Okay, we are looking for our lengths. All right, so as always, you're going to circle your numbers and underline your question. So your perimeter, your distance all the way around is 28. And we have a width of 5 feet. And I want to know what my lengths are. So I'm going to underline my question. Okay? All right, so down below, they made a table for us that we can use to kind of help us predict what our unknown sides would be. Okay? All right, so we are going to fill in the table. So they are saying here that in this first box here, they're making a prediction that the lengths of the two sides of our blanket would be 7 feet each. So we are going to go ahead and fill in our equation with our missing numbers, which would be 7. Okay, so I have my width as 5. And then we have our lengths as 7. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video and you will add up all of your sides, so your width and your lengths, and we will check our perimeter to see if our prediction was correct. All right, so if you went through and checked, you should have got an answer of 20. Here we go. 24 of your perimeter or your distance all the way around your figure. Okay? Up above, they told us that our perimeter was 28, so we know that this is not correct. Okay, so we will practice with or try the next one. So now they're saying that try with your length being 8 feet. Okay? All right, so same as before, I'm going to leave my width at 5 feet. And we're going to go ahead and fill in our missing length as 8 feet. So here would be my length, 8 feet, and here would be my other length. Okay? Go ahead and pause the video and add up your widths and your lengths, and we will double check to see if you got what I got. Okay, so when I was adding, I was noticing doubles. So 5 and 5 is 10, and then if I add up 8 and 8, my other doubles, I have 16. So 5 plus 16 would be, or excuse me, 10 plus 16 would be 26. So my perimeter or my distance all the way around would be 26. Okay? So again, up above, they told us that our perimeter or distance all the way around should be 28. So again, that one is not correct. Okay? As you're going through this, you're probably finding a pattern, and you can probably guess, or you probably already know, what your correct length should be. Okay? All right, so they're going to have us now try our length with 9 feet. So same as before, I'm going to fill in my equation. So I have my width as 5 and my length as 9. Okay, go ahead and pause the video, add up your sides, so your widths and your lengths, and we will check what if we got the same. All right, so again, when we're adding, we like to find doubles, and we have 2 sets of doubles here. So 5 and 5 is 10. We have another set of doubles, 9 and 9 is 18. So 10 plus 18 is 28. So you should have got a perimeter of 28. If we go back up to our question, it told us that our perimeter is 28. So it looks like we found our correct lengths. So our 2 missing sides, or our 2 lengths we are missing, were 9 feet. Okay? So again, if I was to go back and check, I should be able to add up all of my sides, and they would equal 28. So this side would be 9, this length, and this length would be 9 as well. Okay? And then, of course, my 2 widths would be 5. And the distance all the way around would equal 28. 28 is your perimeter. Okay. All right, so down below, I have a practice problem for you, and we are relating this one to multiplication. Now, I didn't fill this one out for you. I want you to go ahead and pause the video, and I want you to see if you can find the distance all the way around, or excuse me, the distance of each length and each width. Okay? All right, so hopefully you paused the video and you went through and read your directions and you solved the equation, okay? So the problem told us that our perimeter or distance all the way around was 20 inches. So they already wrote your perimeter here for you, okay? And they are asking you what is the length of each side, okay? So they're telling us that we can use multiplication to find the perimeter. So the first step says to write a multiplication equation for the perimeter and use the multiplication facts that we already know so that we can solve. Okay? So we know that a square has 4 sides, so I have 4 groups here. And I know that in a square, all sides are the same length and the same width. So they're the same all the way around, okay? So 4 groups of which number do we know is 20? And when you went ahead and already solved, you probably wrote down that 4 groups of 5 would equal 20. So if I go back and I fill in my missing widths and my missing lengths, with 5, I can go back and check and count by 5s all the way around to check my perimeters. So 5, 10, 15, and 20. Same thing, write it down with multiplication. 4 groups of 5 is 20. So the length of each side of the square would be 5 inches. And our distance all the way around, or our perimeter, would be 20. Okay? All right, so go ahead and complete the packet. If you notice, same thing as your lesson from yesterday. As you're working, you'll notice that I crossed off problems with a black X. So the ones that are crossed off are ones that you do not have to do. If you would like to do them for extra practice, you can. Okay? Just a reminder, you can always go back and rewatch this video if you're working on your assignment and you're getting stuck. Don't forget that you can go back and rewatch. And also, if you have time to log on to Khan Academy, I have assigned problems, practice problems, as well as videos that you can watch for just extra instruction or extra practice. Okay? All right, so that is lesson 11.3, finding the unknown side.